Welcome down to Valgard here at Paultons Park. Yes, that's where we are. Now, we always seem to approach from this side, and that's because I ride the coasters and then come out the back, and this is where I end up. Someone did ask me why I always come from here first, but this is why we're here from here first. There is quite a lot of work which has gone on. Actually, it's the first time Cody's seen this since summer, so loads has gone on since you've seen it, including the fencing which has gone up round here. A little bit more visible over here. In fact, it is Sunday today and they are working today as well, which is crazy that they're working on a Sunday on this. But I would imagine it's only this week and they probably stop for the Christmas period before they come back to next year. But let's catch up with what's going on here at Paultons. First, we start with the view over here and of course the future development site and round here. Now, a lot of people seem to think these will be for canopies. They might well be, in honesty, for a bit of outdoor seating. They do seem quite tall, but I guess you could have a nice tent over those. They would look quite good. But the groundwork has been done here. So this was still a little bit under construction last time, the flooring, but it has been smoothed off quite nicely. And actually, we've noticed that over a couple of bits on the site as well, as we look over to the Raven station, which is still undergoing its refurbishment. We did show you last time the Veiled Swing sign, which is indeed up, and it is up over Drakons entrance. Of course, the Ghostly Manor one, actually, they did hang in random places. However, working on a Sunday, we can see some detail on the side of the building, some all new detail, and it's red. It's a red shade, so it actually looks very different to the other buildings, and we'll get a close-up of that very shortly. Now, we did say about the flooring here as well, and you can see that some of the borders for the path have gone into place. And we'll have a little look around the back here because we can see the little island, which we did wonder about with the extra theming going in as well. And you can see clearly now that the mound is in place and the pathway really has opened up as we come round to the restaurant building. Yeah, lots gone on, lots of groundwork gone on. Looks really clearer actually than what it has done before as it all starts to come together around here. You can see the first shade which is on here, which is indeed red, so very different to the other buildings. And I would still imagine there's some effects still to be put on here, but they are indeed working today. Looks really different, looks really nice. You can see detail has been put on the back building as well. It's definitely red up the top. We're a little bit darker underneath as we come down to obviously the brickwork at the bottom, which we've been showing for a little bit longer. However, around here, now we can see parts of the Raven stairwell has been painted since last week. However, the rest of it hasn't been done yet. But just look how open it looks. Now, so far, there is no entrance to Raven. However, it does look like we've got some new fencing down there. We'll see if we can get a bit closer on that. When we have a look down, we can indeed see what will likely be a new queue line for Raven. And then we believe the entrance will be slightly over here to the left. Doesn't look like it's there at the moment. We'll get a view of this from around the other side, but of course this is the queue line for the Veiled Swing, which is being built up now. It doesn't look like too much has happened here, but we will go round the other side. Now we can see detailed window pieces which have gone into the building as well, along with the decoration. You can't actually see the red too much from around this side. You might be able to capture sort of some shadows of it, but this side thus far has not been done. I'm guessing it will be that colour, but of course it might not be, in fairness. With the entrance to Drakon being right here. We'll have a little look shortly and see whether or not they've done any more groundwork. Now, actually, from this side, around the entrance and the window area, you can see there has been decoration put across the top. And again, when you pan round, it is a little bit easier to see the red on the other buildings as well. A little bit of work's happened on the flooring. And again, we've got another entrance bit here, which is before the entrance. I'm a little bit confused on the layout of this. I'll have to try and find out. More work has happened, but nothing significant up to the station quite yet. And the queue for the veiled swing is also coming along nicely. We zoom in through the tree. You can see just how clear it is down there, but also how the pathways are all coming together. Now, the other side of this fence here is some new theming pieces. Now, you can't really see them from here, but we can tell you one looks like a face, we think, Cody, and one of them looks like a window, and they are definitely Vikings and are old ones. They are obviously a cut at the top, so they're going to be made to fit rather than kind of going on the outside of a building. I would imagine these are inside pieces. I could be completely wrong, but we can't get any closer to get a look. And quite honestly, although we can see sort of the tops of them from rides where we could do it, we can't actually show you the fronts from the other side, so there's no real point. But new theming pieces are on site. Whilst we look at the sign here, we also have a look at the entrance, which has had some themed pieces put in, looking really, really good. As the detail on the entrance, this won't be sort of a standard entrance. These are lovely 3D entrances into the area. And you can see they're not going without the detail either on here. There is going to be a wonderful entrance to these rides. We can see quite a lot of work, actually loads of work has happened on the Drakons Building since we were last here. The decoration across the top of the building and the red down the side, none of that was visible only 7 days ago. Lots going on, and there's going to be more on as well. We can see that there's no trim on the roof yet, so that's obviously got to be done, which is why we've got so much scaffolding up. We obviously then know that, you know, flooring's got to be done, the ramp's got to be done to get in. As again, we don't know if it's going to be stairs or if it's going to be gradual. It'll be really, really interesting to see how that's themed together. We can see down the back as well, Cody, that it looks like the queue line has gone in for Raven, or is going in for Raven, and the painting on Raven, as we said, over this side is done, but not quite done at the bottom. We expect them to break within probably a week's time. I'd imagine before next weekend for Christmas, and then probably not back till the new year. That's pretty common, to be honest with you. And we know they will perfect this, and we know there's still a lot of scenery pieces in. As we can see, the other statue hasn't gone in, and we're still expecting obviously some theming underneath Drakon as well. There is a lot to do, but 5 months, I think they probably deserve Christmas off.